And you're with Massillon Magazine, and today it's another Candidates Forum. We've got Shawn CRABLE. Shawn,
how you doing?
Welcome to the mess.
Thank you, Jay.
Here at Massillon Magazine, and of course we also broadcast this on MassillonLIVE, which is our online news site, as well as on the Good Morning Massillon radio show. So we won't be able to see you on the Good Morning Massillon show, but we'll be able to hear you. That's a good thing. Well, that's my line. That's my line. Now, of course, Shawn, you've got a decorated past, of course, the NFL, and then you come back to your hometown, and you're working with a lot of the kids.
Yes.
Tell me about what you do.
I work with parents.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Tell me what you do.
So I work at the Early Childhood Resource Center.
Okay.
I'm a supervisor of outreach and parent ed there.
Okay.
And we do a multitude of things there. We work with child care centers to get them ready, star rated. We also have a resource and referral grant that allows parents to call in and talk to us about the star rated system and kind of educates them on what are the better of the picks in your area. In terms of that, and we get to do that multi-county. We're in Wayne, Holmes, Ashland, Stark, Trumbull, so we get to do that multi-county. We do a lot of outreach in terms of the Stark area, from Massillon, Canton, Alliance, Minerva. We've went as far down as Sandy Valley in terms of that, doing parent ed, doing engagement with schools. Our goal is to get and to work in a two-generation gap there, where you strengthen the parent and it strengthens the child.
It's kind of like the trickle-down effect.
Yes, yes. So I don't get much with the child, I get much interaction. If we're having parent ed classes or things of that nature, then I'll pop into the child care portion and hang out with the kids. But most of the work I do is with the parents, strengthening them. We also have the SPARK program, S-P-A-R-K, all capital letters. Okay. That's kindergarten readiness. If you call over to our center and you say Spock, and a lady named Mary Brady from New England answers, she'll call it Spock.
Oh yeah, with that English accent. Okay, I got you.
So, and that's kindergarten ready. That's getting children ready to start school early, going into kindergarten. That's an in-home or in-home assessment that we do month to month.
Now let me ask you, what brought you back to Massillon?
I'm from here. I love Massillon.
Oh yeah, I know you are.
Yeah, I love Massillon.
Oh yeah.
I am Massillon, if you can say that.
Yeah,
I view
you
it
are.
As my hometown there, and I only had apartments in every other city that I went to because I wasn't sure that that's where I wanted to be. Right, and so now we have a house here, and we're back in orange and black. And,
oh yeah. Okay.
And we're living it up. So.
Well, since you grew up in Massillon, then you probably know some of the challenges the city faces. Now, obviously, you're running for First Ward City Council.
Yes.
You're running as an independent, correct?
Yes.
Now, that being said, what do you want to tell the people of Massillon? Because this is a platform that they're listening, they're watching, and obviously you have a great background and you're a hometown guy. What do you think you could do to make Massillon a better place for the families in this town? Well,
I think it needs fresh ideas. I think from when I was here, from the time I was born here, I got a football. And I think from there going...
The orange football?
Yeah.
They still do that?
Yeah, well now we practice safe sleep habits, so it's not safe to put a football in bed. It's in my line of work now.
Is that what happened to you?
I do know that.
They put a football in your crib when you were a kid? Okay.
I do know that.
All right.
So I'm from here. My heart has always been here. But I've been a lot of places. One, I went to the University of Michigan, and that's the most diverse school in this nation, and we pride ourselves on being diverse. So we let in all types of nationalities, and every program or project or anything that we did when we were at Michigan, we worked in small groups, and there was a multitude of nationalities there. And
multicultural.
Very, very multicultural. And so you had to learn how to work. Yes, it's starting to be that way. And so you had to learn how to work in groups. And you had to learn how to work within the structure and develop and do your part in that. And then I left there, and I went to New England. And if you've ever been downtown Boston, and hung out down there. It's probably about 35 colleges down there, and that is a very mixed population in that.
Well, you've got a lot of young progressive communities within a community.
Yes.
But now, when you come back to Massillon,
it's not so much. It's not as diverse.
No. We have the division isn't that big of a deal because football drives everybody in this town. It just whether you say you like that or not.
It's the heart of the mecca of football.
It is.
Go back to the Go Tigers.
It brings families from all cultures together. Always has, always will.
Yes.
But yet again, we still have our challenges when it comes to streets and highways, when it comes to infrastructure, which City Council is continuously working on. If you were elected, how would you address some of those issues?
I would listen to the community. I think
in your ward?
Yeah, I think because of that background that I have in listening and working in small groups, I do not think that the Massillon I left at 17 is the Massillon I returned back to at 26. I do not believe that. We have an array of different ethnicities, cultures, backgrounds, things here. We got an expanding Hispanic population and Geechin population. We have African Americans. We have whites. We have, if you don't consider yourself white, we have Italians.
Yeah,
we have a lot of different things there, and I think that all of their voices and their opinions should be heard in that. And I think we, as a younger person, I'm able to attack social media, Facebook, Instagram, things of that nature to spread the word.
Will you listen to social media when the social media talks
Yes,
back
that's
as
what
well?
I want.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want.
Gotcha.
I want opinions, and I want to figure out how we can mesh what is needed for the city in those council meetings, that things that we know is needed, and also the things that the community is saying that they need. And I think that we do it now, but we do it in a traditional fashion with newspaper, things of that nature. And now you can make blog sites, you can do an array of different things, Facebook Live, things of that nature.
We do that now,
where we can get these, and get these opinions out and allow them to have firsthand information.
Now, I know there's some topics that are close to the Massillonians' hearts. Obviously, the reservoirs and big. How do you feel about that?
That's part of my ward there.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
Well, I want to know what's going on. I think we've wasted a lot of time and a lot of funding and trying to figure out what we want to do with it. And I think here in the next couple of weeks we'll have some pricing and things, and I think we should start to decide and put out a strategic plan of what we actually are going to do with it, and start with that so that the people that live in these neighborhoods, they can start to feel as if something's being done. Right now we have a reservoir, that's just sitting there and collecting, and it's a breeding ground for mosquitoes and other things. So for those people that are living around that, I can totally understand their concern. And I think we should have a plan out to them in a better fashion than what we've put out to them. So.
Well, and you know, the city is at the mercy of the EPA, and the EPA is at the mercy of
they're redoing
all the big
dams,
government.
It
goes way beyond Massillon. It's all over the state, and I know that's going to be a challenge if you have a seat in Massillon City Council. How are you going to bump them along to get these things moving?
Well, I'll just show them where we're at. There's a timeline. There's things that you can do along the way in terms of allowing people not to sit idle. They can understand by this date we're going to have this information. By this date we want to start working on something. By this date, I think right now we're sitting real idle and holding on to the information, and people are concerned, and as they should be.
Massillon is becoming an older community. It's transitioning, and it's in a challenging transition because you have the older folks that are set in their ways in our community, wonderful backbone of our town. And then you have younger folks that are trying to bring families in and evolve the community into the next century, so to speak. Many communities are facing that, not just Massillon. And as we look at that, and you're a younger guy, what would you do to bring Massillon forward?
Well, I'd start with the older individuals. They've seen it. I think you have to find a way where you can integrate the two, the younger population and the older population. Because the older population can tell you what we've done, what we've tried, where we want to head. And the younger population can help speed things forward. They have the leg, they have the energy, they have the ambition, the enthusiasm to get out there and make things happen. So I think we need both in terms of, I've always taught that there's two kinds of people in meetings. There's barrier spotters and there's hurdler jumpers. Barrier spotters tell you all the things that we've tried, what we can do, all the obstacles that are going to arise, and you need those people in there. But then there's people that say, this is how we fix it. Have we tried this? Can we do this? Can we go about it this way? Did you try every avenue to this? And I think those people are the younger generation coming forward.
They're ready to push
with newer ideas and push things forward. And I think we need to give them the platform and also have them led by the older generation. I think they need that partnership together.
Now, as we talk about one of the challenges that Massillon has right now, I didn't want to put you on the spot with this, but on the northeast side, there's been a lot of conversation about trying to return a fire station or EMS services to the northeast side, especially since it's an aging part of the community, and the travel time to get from wherever. There's also problems on the west side with that too. Is that something that you would want to address more aggressively if you're elected?
Well, I'm not informed in what we can do or the finances that are wrapped around that at the moment. I can understand an older population wanting a fire and EMS situation there, but can we afford it is what we would look at. What things can we do in the budget if that's something that we deem necessary. I think we could take a look at that. But I do know that we do have funding issues. We've had funding issues since Mayor Catazero stepped in the office, so we're correcting a lot of things in terms of that. So I'm not quite sure in terms of everything they've talked about in terms of having EMS or fire departments. I don't want to take a stand on it.
I'm just going to go in with an open mind.
Yeah, I just want to problem solve it.
Speaking of Mayor Catazero Perry, not just her, but the administration, also Safety Service Director Joel Smith, and they're always rolling up their sleeves and working hard. Can you work with them? How do you feel?
Yeah,
I
think
is it an exciting thing to look at? Okay.
Yeah, I think she's awesome. I think she's putting it out there. She's getting active. She's involved in the community. A lot of people, when you mention her name, they smile about her and they enjoy what she's doing. And I haven't worked very closely with her, but in the small time that I've spent with her, or times that I've called her and wanted to meet, or had something on my mind, she's always accepted that.
So you're looking forward to that?
Yeah, so she's in good standing with me.
Okay. All right. Now, as we close the interview, can you give us maybe kind of an overview of, if you're elected, what you will do for the people of Massillon?
I think I offer fresh ideas for them, positive solutions, a way that is uncommon or different than what we've done done in the past. I would like to modernize what we do and integrate some of the old with the new. I think I'm the first wave or next wave of what needs to happen, and I believe that I'll get older and they'll try to phase me out too, and I'll be an older person.
Me too.
Right. But I think that's really what I offer. I offer fresh ideas from a place where I haven't. Some people have been here all of their lives and are glued into the Massillon philosophy or the Massillon way.
Your perspective's different.
Yes, I've been in a lot of places in this world, and I've seen a lot of way people operate outside of Massillon. I want to be able to bring those concepts and those new innovative ideas that I've seen over the course of my life into Massillon and help bring us into the next wave of whatever's coming toward Massillon.
Anything to make it a better place.
Yes.
Now, and just a note, when you go to vote, in Ward 1, it's Shawn CRABLE is running as an independent.
Yes, it's Shannon CRABLE. On the ballot is Shannon CRABLE.
That's what I was going to ask you about. So officially, he's Shannon.
Yes.
And then, of course, the other candidates are the incumbents, Sarita Cunningham, and I think on the Democratic ticket, it's Jim Wolgamott. But so there's 3 people there, and if you like Shannon on the ballot, his ideas.
Which we hope that is the case.
Well, then just put the check right next to him if that's your case. My friend, I appreciate it.
Thank you
Good luck.
very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. That's another edition of the Candidates Forum on Massillon Magazine.